With over 80 attractions, amazing entertainment, and lots of great food options, there is plenty to see and do at the Disneyland Resort. In this video, I'll be sharing my 10 must-do things for the Disneyland Resort in 2023 to ensure you don't miss the newest and most magical attractions, and also so you don't miss out on some of the hidden gems Disneyland has to offer. And we're going to share all of this in under 8 minutes, so let's dive in. Number 10. For 2023, the big new attraction everyone will be talking about is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. This attraction will be opening January 27th back in Toontown, and it takes you on a wacky and wild journey through the cartoon world as Mickey and Minnie try to save the runaway vehicles you're in. This is an attraction the whole family can go on, no height requirement. There is no big drops and no crazy speed, just a very fun attraction you're sure to enjoy. Next, let's head over to California Adventure to Avengers Campus. There's plenty of great attractions over here, including Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Breakout, which is a blast, and also Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure. But beyond these attractions, the thing that I think you'll really enjoy inside of Avengers Campus is the character interactions you'll find here. Whether it's the stunt shows you'll see, like seeing Spider-Man fly high above the buildings, or seeing the characters Disney is regularly adding to the parks based on the new movies that are coming out or Disney Plus series. One thing that's really great about it is you often don't need to be waiting in a big line to meet the character. It's just more organic that the characters are walking around and you can meet and greet them. And throughout the day, multiple shows break out featuring the characters, which are a lot of fun. Next, if you want to have a great time at Disneyland, I suggest conquering all the mountains of the Disneyland Resort, whether it's the Matterhorn, Big Thunder Mountain, or Space Mountain. These are some of the most fun and exciting attractions in the park, and you're sure to have a good time on them. Now, the lines can get a little long for these, so I recommend trying to get these early in the morning, but one fun thing is, if you do get them early in the morning when the sun's up, you can have a different experience on the Matterhorn and Big Thunder Mountain later on at night before the park closes, as the track is going to be really dark. And since Splash Mountain will be closing this year and leaving the Disneyland mountain range, maybe you can add Grizzly Peak over at California Adventure to that mountain range. Next, let's talk about treats, and of course there's plenty of classic Disneyland treats, but what I'm going to suggest is trying some of the seasonal treats. So they have different flavors of Dole Whips, they have different flavors of funnel cakes, they have different flavors of churros, and depending on when you're visiting Disneyland, you can try those out. So definitely on the app, as you're looking at the menu for the different outdoor vending carts or the different restaurants, check out at the top what their seasonal offerings are, because they're a lot of fun. They're really delicious. Usually they take a classic Disneyland treat like a churro and add a lot of fun stuff to it. Next, don't miss out on attractions just because they don't have a ride vehicle. Some of those attractions would include Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, which is an amazing audio animatronic show featuring Abraham Lincoln. Over at California Adventure in the animation building, they have the Animation Academy, where you can learn to draw different Disney characters every half an hour. And of course, they have Turtle Talk with Crush, where you can hear and interact with Crush the Sea Turtle. These attractions might not be the most exciting or wild, but they're definitely special experiences, so I highly recommend them, and they're great to do when the lines are getting a little bit long on the other attractions. Hop into these attractions to either cool down from the sun or take a break from the crowds. Next, if you want great interactions with characters but don't want to be waiting in large lines, I highly recommend character dining. Not only do you get some delicious food from some of the restaurants around the resort, but you get great one-on-one interactions with some of your favorite Disney characters. Some of my favorite character interactions can happen at the Plaza Inn for breakfast with Minnie and friends. They also have a great breakfast over at Storyteller's Cafe, and also Goofy's Kitchen offers both breakfast and dinner. Next, starting January 27th, 2023, over in California Adventure, there is going to be a whole new version of World of Color. World of Color is one of my favorite shows that Disney offers, and this year, with this new show, they're going to include Baby Yoda, they're going to include moments with Marvel characters, and also Pixar characters, and of course, classic Disney characters. This show sounds amazing. I highly recommend making the time to see World of Color 1. Depending on the night, they may have 1 or 2 showings, but you need to plan ahead to make sure you can see this. So plan ahead by checking in the app to see how many shows they're going to be having, and also so you can join the virtual queue at noon that day so you can be part of the audience for this show, because it's going to be amazing. World of Color 1 may be one of the biggest shows Disney has to offer, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't also take some time to enjoy some of the smaller offerings, whether that's the Disneyland Band, the Dapper Dans, or any of the other musical groups you can find throughout the resort. These smaller performing groups really add so much to the park and can add so much to your day, so I highly recommend taking time to see one or two of these groups. You can find where they'll be performing in the app, and also if you just see them pop up throughout the day, definitely take some time to listen to those. It's a great way to take a break from the busy lines or just to relax a little bit for some great entertainment. Now, if you're going to have a great time at Disneyland, I really feel like you need to experience some of the classic Disneyland attractions, and to me there's nothing more classic than the Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, and It's a Small World. These attractions really move large groups of people quickly, so the lines aren't usually too bad for these. These attractions are a little bit longer, so if you need a break from standing all day, this is a great way to do it. And nothing feels more Disneyland than experiencing these attractions. And lastly, I highly recommend you explore Star Wars: Galaxy's Edge, because it really does feel like you're put down in the center of a Star Wars movie. Whether you're flying the Millennium Falcon or just exploring the streets is a great experience, but the thing you need to experience more than any other attraction back here is Rise of the Resistance. This is no normal attraction. This is like a 15 or 20 minute full experience where you're going on different vehicles, you're in different situations, and it's amazing. Now the line will always be extra crazy for this because of the popularity, but I recommend trying either early in the day or late at night before the park closes. But this is an experience you won't soon forget. So that's my list of the top 10 things I recommend you experience the next time you're at the Disneyland Resort. I'd love to hear in the comments below what attractions or shows you would add to that list. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel, because my hope is always to make your next Disney adventure a little bit more magical with tips and tricks, food reviews, and news. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all again real soon.